What's up everyone, it's Nick Freeman here back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything that I eat in a day while cutting. So if you're unfamiliar with what cutting is, or if you've been working out for a while and you're thinking about leaning out, here are the proper steps to go through when starting out your cut. First, you're going to look up your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. This is going to give you your baseline maintenance calories. This is the amount of calories that you burn while just simply being alive. Say you were in a coma for a week. This is the amount of calories per day that you'd be burning. Finding your BMR is super simple as well. You just simply look up a BMR calculator, fill in everything that it asks of you, and then it'll give you your maintenance calories. And then if you scroll down a little bit, typically it will show you different amounts of calories depending on your activity level per day. And then based on your activity level, you will find your true maintenance calories. And then in order to cut, you have to be in a deficit from this number. So after finding your true maintenance calories, you subtract around 100 or 200 calories from this. And then that's what you want to be eating per day to be cutting. Now, there are a lot of other factors that the BMR calculator doesn't exactly factor into this equation when giving you your maintenance calories. So say after a week or two, you've been in a 100 to 200 calorie deficit and you're still not seeing any progress or weight loss, I'd recommend going down by another 100. Just keep increasing that deficit until you see the results that you want to see. And then probably the most important part of the cut is making sure you don't lose any muscle mass during it, because what's the point of getting shredded if you lose all the gains that you just made, because then you don't have anything to show off. So in order to keep as much muscle mass on you as possible while being in a deficit, you want to make sure that you're getting enough protein per day and training intensely. So for protein, I typically go at a minimum 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So say I weigh 180 pounds, I want to be eating at least 180 grams of protein. This is a baseline. So I typically like to be over this 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight by around 20 to 40 grams, just in case I mistracked anything throughout the day. The most important thing is you want to be getting this protein in. Now just to reiterate the steps for cutting. First, find your BMR, then be in around a 1 to 200 calorie deficit, and then make sure you're getting all your protein in for the day. I'm also thinking about going for 1 rep max on deadlift today. We'll see how I'm feeling during the session, but regardless of whether I go for the max, I'm still going to be taking you guys through what my deadlift session is like when I'm working up to a 1 rep max. And then other than that, we just got a lot of fun stuff in store for this video, so make sure you stay until the end. Now getting right into the first meal, we have some instant oatmeal. We're gonna be having some interesting meals today because I am a college student, so working around this. So if you're in college, you're living in a dorm room, and you only have access to a microwave, I definitely recommend staying till the end because I have a lot of cool meals that I'm eating well here at school. So let's close enough. So I have my oatmeal here. For every meal today, I'm gonna be dropping the calories and the protein right next to me so you guys can see how many calories and protein I'm getting in each meal. I'm not gonna be showing the carbs and the fats because I don't typically track my carbs and my fats. It normally works out by the end of the week if I've hit my protein goal. So I'm gonna enjoy this meal and I will catch you guys in a bit. So now this next part of the video might be a little strange to some of you, but it's something that I do on almost all of my cuts, and that is shave my legs. And this is because the point of cutting is to get leaner, to like look shredded. And because of how much leg hair I have, you can't see basically any definition of my legs when it's up there. So do not knock it until you try it and until you see the results. You don't need to try it, but just wait until you see these results. I think the results speak for themselves, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. I did forget how long that takes. My razor died. I use an electric trimmer, so my razor died about halfway through. So currently only one of my legs is shaven, but we're gonna just ignore that. So we're gonna get into the second meal of the day. This is our pre-workout meal. So what we got is some microwavable rice and grilled chicken. This grilled chicken is from my dining hall. What I'll do is every night for dinner, they serve grilled chicken breast. So I'll go in, get like 5 grilled chicken breasts, bring them home, cut them all up into tiny little pieces, and just meal prep it so that I have them ready to go, because a lot of the times I'll be in between classes and not have a lot of time to actually like put together a meal. And so this is just a really easy way to get some quick protein in. So let's see if I can do it better this time. Sure. So chicken and rice is all made up. Now, I personally do not like to be miserable when I'm cutting, and just regular grilled chicken and jasmine rice can be pretty bland. So because this pre-workout, I'm gonna be putting some salt on it. What that's gonna do, just help with the vascularity, get you a little bit better pump since it's arm day. And then these are my two best friends when cutting. Hot sauce, 0 calories. Shit will make any food taste better. And taco seasoning mix. This stuff is only 15 calories per 2 teaspoons, and that's pretty much all I really use. I'll mix this stuff in with a lot of my meals, makes them taste amazing. Chicken and rice is all mixed up. Here are the protein and calories. I'm gonna finish this up and then I will catch you guys. Okay, finished up the chicken and rice. Now for the actual pre-workout, I'm gonna be taking some Woke AF by Bucked Up. It's a high stimulant pre-workout, which I'm definitely gonna be needing for this deadlift max that I'm gonna go for in a little bit. If you are interested in getting any Bucked Up products, use the link in the description or use code NICKF02 at checkout. It gives you 20% off your order. It also helps support me. So if you guys are interested, go pick some up. It means a lot, and it helps me create content for you guys. So with that said, I will catch you guys at the gym for this deadlift session. I'm now back up at the room. After posing, I went back up and did a little bit of cardio, and then I stopped at the dining hall where I got my post-workout meal. We have a bowl of raspberries and 2 of these Fairlife protein shakes. Each one of them is 26 grams of protein. I typically get the 42-gram protein shakes, but they didn't have any today, so went with 2 26 grams. For my cardio today, I just did some LIST cardio, which stands for low intense steady state. And for that, I did steep incline on the treadmill for about 25 to 30 minutes. And I did it at about 3.5 to 4 miles per hour. Cardio when you're cutting, in my opinion, is extremely important. It allows you to eat more throughout the day, which is big for me because when I'm cutting, I am constantly having hunger pains. So just being able to get in a little bit of extra food is really nice and satisfying for my stomach. It also helps me get to sleep at night because I cannot sleep on an empty stomach. And for cardio, you don't need to do anything crazy. Cardio can range from simply taking a walk outside to one of my favorite forms is just playing some basketball with some of my boys. But normally, easiest thing to do is just after your lift, I'll go hop on the treadmill, put it at a steep incline, and then just walk until I'm satisfied with the number of calories that I've burnt. Another thing I wanted to talk about was, as you could see, I did end up hitting my deadlift PR. Super psyched about that. Hit 545 for a single. One thing that I noticed when I was looking over the footage is my form went to absolute shit on that rep. I was just trying to pull the weight. I do not recommend that you do that. Even if you're maxing, you want to maintain good form in every single one of your lifts, especially deadlift, because the risk of injury is extremely high. Up until that max, I do think that my form was pretty good, but on that max rep, it definitely went away. And if you try to emulate that and you do it consistently, you will end up getting injured. It might not happen on the first time, might not happen on the second, but you will end up getting injured. So just make sure that you're lifting with good form no matter what. So with that said, I'm gonna get started on this food and I will catch you guys at the next meal. So it's not my next meal yet, but after I just finished that meal, I figured I'd come on here and just tell you guys a few things that I think are essential in the cut, some things that help me out. Just keep me satiated and not hungry all throughout the day. First one is gonna be gum. I always have gum on me. What gum's gonna do, the act of chewing is going to satiate your hunger just a little bit. And trust me, any little bit helps, especially when you get really deep into the cut. And the second thing is gonna be water. I always, even when I'm bulking, I always keep water on me just because you always want to stay hydrated. But especially when you're cutting, water works wonders. Not only is it going to slightly increase your metabolism, the more water you drink, the more you gotta pee, which means the more you're walking to go get up and go to the bathroom. So the more calories you're burning by walking. And also it helps satiate your hunger by filling up your stomach. Okay, so I'm here with dinner now. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty pissed off. I was planning on ordering Chipotle, but when I went to check DoorDash, it was closed. So I had to go with Panera. And I came across the chicken teriyaki and broccoli bowl. It looked good, and I checked out the macros on it, and they fit with what I was gonna be eating anyway, so decided to go for it. I've been picking at it a little bit. It's honestly not that bad. The chicken is a little chewy, but other than that, it's honestly pretty gas. Would I pick it over Chipotle? Absolutely not. Macros on Chipotle are just way better as well. But yeah, so this is what I'm rocking with for dinner. And then I'm probably gonna have maybe 1 or 2 more meals, small meals, snacks later on, just because I have such a hard time falling asleep on an empty stomach. So I need to save a lot of my calories personally towards the end of the day when I'm cutting, just so I can actually eat something substantial at night, because that's just gonna help me go to sleep, recover, and just get all that stuff done. So I'm just gonna finish this up, and then I'll probably have 1 more small snack a little later, so I'll catch you guys for that. So it is the next night after I filmed that last clip. I did in fact forget to film my last meal of the night, but what it was I had 1 serving of vanilla Greek yogurt, and I had 1 bowl of Raisin Bran with Fairlife milk. So calories and protein for that will be right there. So that meal did kind of wrap up my day. I fell asleep shortly after, but the total calories and the total protein for the day will be right here. All in all, it was a good day of eating for me. Hit my protein goals. So that said, if you guys have made it to this point in the video and you enjoyed it, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on those bell notifications so that you get updated whenever I post. Typically it's going to be Wednesdays around the middle of the day. I am traveling, not next week, but 2 weeks from now, it is my spring break, and I'm going to Tampa, where I'm planning on filming a ton of content for you guys. So you definitely don't want to miss any of that. But that's all I have for you today. So I will catch you guys in the next one.